Hello friends, welcome back to Archives, and today we're playing Shocking Surprise once more. And PoV! We beat the previous score by 1k, and that puts us just above 60k. PoV! That is a milestone. The first 60k, now that is just great. I'm happy. I'm happy. Though the way we got it was a little bit weird, and I'm gonna explain it as we progress through the video here. In terms of strategies, nothing really changed. We still allow Torbjorn to kill the first enemy so he can get his ultimate for the first wave. And we have the same team composition. We have Hanzo being the main DPS top left. We have Soldier on Tire Watch. Torb in the middle doing PoV damage, and Cassidy on the side. Also sometimes shooting at the tires. So in the strategy, everything's the same. Nothing really changed, we just played better. There's almost no spawns at this time, so we're just chilling at the moment. Score is somewhat low for the 7-minute mark, though.
You sure we haven't met before?
So starting off here at 7 minutes, I do a bit of a late dragon because I had no spawns, and then I have PoV spawns. This was a great dragon. That was a lovely dragon. Actually, now that I think about it, there actually is one new strategy which I'm kind of experimenting on. Usually, I always ult at like 7, 6, like at the minute marks, because that's when like enemies like pop up. That's when the score cap for the enemies goes up. But that doesn't mean I will get enemies up here. There's a chance they'll spawn in mid or on the right. So what I thought of instead, basically, I wait for the Torb to use his ultimate, which will repeatedly kill enemies in his lane, which will greatly increase the chance for enemies to come up here. So unless I get a big wave initially, I will wait for the Torb. If they do all spawn up here, I will instantly ult. From the little that I've experimented with this, it does seem to be doing better on average. Still need to play around with it though.
Not bad with a bow, but don't you think it's a little old-fashioned? Perhaps there's still a future for anachronisms.
The dark presence coalesced in their midst.
So if we reach Reaper, almost get to 8k. That is almost 1000 points more than our previous run. But don't let that fool you, that's not the reason why we got the record. Because further in the run, we're actually gonna fall behind, surprisingly. Like, up until the next boss, we're gonna start falling behind. I didn't fully check, like for example, if we're still behind at like now. I didn't check. But I know at the bosses, that's usually where we check our points. We were actually starting to fall behind, and that's interesting. Because, well, this is the new world record now. And the thing is that pretty much stay like that even till the end of the run. And if we got a higher score. I'll have an explanation once we're at the end.
Do you think the Reaper is?
The worst kind there is. A wicked man.
There is no
I just body blocked 2 of my charges.
Ouch. Unlucky for Boom. That's not the only time that's gonna happen. I think it happens again later.
Mid-air.
So there we go, Torbjorn ulted, so then I ulted. Unfortunately, I didn't really get any spawns after that. But like I said, in theory, this ultimate strategy should be a lot better than what I was doing before.
But how did you really lose your eye?
I was thirsty, so I traded it to an old man for a drink from it.
Here I got an instance where I should have ulted instantly, but sadly I didn't have it in time. I just ulted the moment I got it. Wasn't as effective, but it was alright. So here we go, Hog.
Get that tire.
There's the man. And here we are 70 points behind. I think we were 70 points behind. Usually the reason why the score falls behind is like there's too many spawns at the right side that Cassidy can't kill, or like there is that one infamous spot on the right side where they spawn like behind a corner and you just can't kill them for like 2 or 3 seconds. And the way it works is like a spawn cap. So you know, if that guy's not dying, if that guy's just sitting there for like 2 or 3 seconds, Well, that just means less kills, less score for everybody. So maybe that happened. I don't actually know.
What was that thing?
I'm trying to put it out of my mind.
Here I became charged with the arcade.
So going into Symmetra here, we have Scrooged here, the soldier, sitting on that rock. If you stand on that rock at a specific spot, she will just completely freeze, as you can see right here. Makes for a very easy kill, very quick kill. I accidentally shoot the tire there, but that's fine. I didn't have too many spawns anyway. I ult here because my Torbjorn ulted.
They keep body bugging my...
Again, didn't really get anything, and that's just unlucky. I assume like most of them maybe spawned on the right. I don't really know. I don't have time to look on the right.
See through the dragon's eyes.
So 2-minute mark. I don't get spawns again, like I said, so I'm just chilling. So my Tor bolted. Here I'm waiting a little bit extra longer because Junker's about to spawn. And good thing I did because I had no spawns anyway. So Junkrat, we are actually, let me check. We are, yeah, we're like 120 score behind. I ulted wait so the dragon would kill the enemies while I shoot the Junkrat. Though didn't get really any spawns anyway, unlucky.
I need help on the tires.
Scrooge calls out the tires and I reacted Pog.
Thanks.
That ball was nice. That was a good call. That was a really good call. Unfortunately I had storm arrows. So every 20-second mark the spawns slow down, so it's pretty chill right now. If I'm not mistaken, our score is still slightly behind. So mid-mark again. I'm not really getting any spawns, so I'm waiting a bit. And now I ult. And again, kind of unlucky. Didn't really get anyone. Judging by the ult charge, our Cassidy was getting a good amount. After the Cassidy, the Torbjorn seems to be getting good ult charge, so... Unlucky. I should have just ulted mid. Probably not. I would steal his ult charge. Scrooge calls out the Reaper, so I turn around. Kill that one Riptire. Who knows? Might have saved it. Almost trip and die there. Waste a little bit of time shooting tires for some reason. What are you doing? What are you doing, you dummy? What are you doing? So yeah, the final countdown. 10 seconds. You don't get score after. You don't get any more score once the time runs out. So we're trying our best. Trying our best to get the final kills, and I missed the final headshot. Sag.
Junkenstein's most powerful ally appears.
So going into the final wave, I stand in this specific spot and ult where the Junkrat is. I'll basically hit everyone from there. Shoot a little bit of hog, shoot junk. We don't insta kill the hog, just so we can kill the tires that spawns from the others, and we kill them. We pray that we get a slightly higher score, but
Don't think so.
Oh, 60. Nice. It was enough.
I hold back saying Pog in the chat. I really should have. I really should have. I get played a game that usually never happens. It's almost always a Torb. I see this as an absolute win. I've peaked. Surely I didn't miss a shot. Okay, I basically didn't miss a shot in the play. Pog! Pog! So, that was pretty much the run. But before I leave, I'm gonna explain a few things. Funnily enough, this run, compared to the previous record, we actually had less score going into the final wave. In the final wave, you cannot get points from Zomnics, but you can get it from Riptires and bosses. Pog.
Pog.
But that still doesn't technically explain why we got more score, because, well, technically the bosses in the end should give the same amount of points, right? And the reason this happened is because of a thing called survival bonus. Every 25 kills, you get a certain amount of points, and those points keep going up every 25 kills. For example, survival bonus starts at 25 points, but then it goes up to 75, and then it goes to 125, then 175, and so on, every 25 kills. In the final wave though, the survival bonus pauses. You cannot get it anymore. But you can still get it from bosses, which is exactly what happened. So we basically got lucky and got survival bonus at the end. But that still doesn't make a little bit of sense. Since we had less score, in theory we had less kills, which means we should have been further from the survival bonus. And I thought so too, but we all got pranked here. If I'm not mistaken, I think rip tires do not give survival bonus, like progress. They give score if you kill them. They give a good amount of score if you kill them, but they don't progress the survival bonus. So basically what that means is we killed less tires this run and we killed more zomniks this run, so we were closer to the survival bonus. So in the final wave, I don't know when, but at one point in the final wave we got the survival bonus and we just barely hit 60k. I find it funny that we were behind the entire time, but in the end we got the world record anyway. Pog. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see ya in the next record. Pog!